Okay, go ahead when you're ready.
All right, so today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Creative Canada. We briefly touched on this on Friday, and I know a lot of you guys weren't here, and I believe we're actually talking about it today in class, so this might help you so you're in the loop. So I hear Netflix is investing $500 million to produce Canadian content. So naturally my first thought is why? Well, it turns out Netflix is making a lot of money off Canadian subscriptions and not paying anything back in taxes. So instead of agreeing to a tax, which would have forced them to reveal how much they're making off Canadians, they make a promise to spend $500 million on producing Canadian content in Canada. Which is good, but again, it's over 5 years, and this is a company that spends $7 billion annually on production already. So, I mean, look at it that way, it's not that much. Well, not to mention last month, the rate of a standard Netflix subscription went up by $1 and $2 for a premium subscription. So basically, you're paying for it anyway. So what are we getting for this? Well, for the most part, Heritage Minister Melanie Joly has been frustratingly vague, and the more I look into it, the angrier I get. Which, I mean, I thought this topic would be something that, okay, I can find something it's not going to anger me researching, but Jesus Christ, of course it's government run, so you know. So anyway, this is what she says. This is a quote from her. "We will enact policies that help creators and cultural entrepreneurs address the challenges of today, digital recording, and ensure that Canada's voice will be heard loud and strong on the world stage." It's a lot of vision, not really talk about what it's going to actually do and how they're going to change from what they're doing now. So I go to the Government of Canada's website, and they describe the Creative Canada as a new vision and approach to creative industries and to growing the creative economy. Again, just nothing. To me, this just says, okay, we've been doing this wrong for years, but we have some ideas of what we could do. This isn't the first time we've seen huge investments into the Canadian cultural industry. The Liberals in the 2016 budget plan announced $1.9 billion investment over the next 5 years, including $675 million to CBC Radio Canada and $550 million to the Canadian Council for the Arts. That's a lot of money they're putting into programs that have been around for years, and not much talk about how they're going to change those programs. Okay. This is a quote from the CBC Radio Canada president. "This reinvestment is a vote of confidence by the government and by Canadians in our programs, our people, and our vision for the future." Again, vision. To me, this seems like this country is throwing a lot of money into the visions of failing government-run companies led by outdated policies. And then I started to look at Canadian media. So I found out that 3 out of the 4 most streamed artists last year were Canadian. We got Drake, Justin Bieber, and I didn't even know The Weeknd was Canadian. And who's profiting from their success? Not Canada. Like, look at their YouTube. I looked at The Weeknd's YouTube. 44 vids, 10 million subs, 5.3 billion views. Drake, 33 views, 7.8 million subs, 3.3 billion views. Justin Bieber, 123 videos, 32 million subs, 16.3 billion views. And then I looked at the CBC Music, 3,728 videos, 100,000 subs, 17 million views. Something seems a little off there, I don't know. And then I think about a show called Letterkenny. I don't know if we have any Letterkenny fans here, but surprisingly not that many people have seen Letterkenny. And if you live outside of Canada, chances are you have no idea what it is because you can't even watch the show outside of Canada because you can only access it through Crave TV, which you can only get a subscription for if you're Canadian. So it's like probably the greatest show to come out of Canada in a very long time. No one else can watch it but Canadians. Like, why aren't we getting that show out there? Like, I make compilations of this show and I get tons of views on YouTube, and all the comments are just like people angry that why can't I watch the show? Why can't I access the show? Why can't I watch the show? Why isn't this changing? You know what I mean? Like, if we can create something good like Letterkenny, let's get it out in the world and show it off. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.